Hi and welcome to my channel. So today what we are currently standing on top of Lookout Mountain. Me and my wife decided to come and see Buffalo Bill's grave and museum on top of Lookout Mountain in Golden, Colorado. I came here about 10 years ago with some friends. We never even went into the museum. We just went and looked at the gravesite. I think the museum was closed. They're open 7 days a week when they are open, but there are certain times that they are closed. It's like October, something like that. Basically, it is on top of a mountain, so when it is winter time, it is not exactly easy to get to because of just snow conditions, ice, and so forth. At the end of the video, you'll see the crazy road that you take down back into Golden to get away from to get off the mountain. You'll see how crazy that is. But anyways, this is the entrance. We're making our way down. It is $5 to go into the Buffalo Bill Museum, and it's pretty cool. If you don't know anything about Buffalo Bill, you can look him up. I've seen quite a bit of stuff on him. I'm shooting this video with my iView camera glasses, so I do apologize for some of the jerkiness or kind of me moving my head a little too quickly. But here's a cool little bear stool. I think he made it, or somebody made it for him. In his chest, and there's his saddles. This room right here had videos playing. And then here we have some of his other things. They have a lot of stuff about Buffalo Bill in here, and a lot of his items, a lot of guns, different things like that. This museum is pretty cool. And as you see, you keep on making your way down the cases. They're really nicely lit, well laid out, everything like that. I cut out the audio from my camera glasses because it was kind of loud in there. There was a big party of kids that were in there. I think it was some kind of school trip kind of thing, that, you know, one of those summer school trip things. And those little kids were all in the area where you dress up as cowboys and take photos, and they were quite loud. So I went ahead and cut them out. Here's his boots. His boots were really cool, and this is some of the souvenirs and stuff that they would have. This is the exit right here. And here's a display of a buffalo, as you can tell. And if you keep on looking, there's like a globe, and it shows, and there's his horse, and I don't remember what his horse was. At first I thought it was Trigger, but I think that was Will Rogers' horse. Which is, I'm pretty sure that is true. And I'm pretty sure the horse statue of Trigger, there was like 2 copies of them. One of them is the horse that is on top of Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado for the Denver Broncos. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same horse also. Trigger, I don't remember what Buffalo Bill's horse was. Name was, I'm sure maybe it said on a little plaque there or something like that. I should have read it. But for the love of me, I do not remember what his horse's name was. But anyways, yeah, he wanted to be buried on top of Lookout Mountain. Apparently, it was a big deal because he was from Cody, Wyoming, and everybody in Cody, Wyoming wanted him buried there. And his nephew was the guy that, or his adopted son, something like that. There's a cast right there of his hand that was taken on his death, and that's kind of cool that they have Buffalo Bill's hand in there. So here was like a big main area. This poster is really cool, this giant poster from his show. It's really neat. This nice guy right here, he's going to ask me to take a photo for him here in a minute. And I told him, yeah, no problem. They were visiting from somewhere. I think they were Spanish. And they asked me if I could take a photo for him. I said, no problem. And I took a couple photos for him here at the Buffalo Bill Museum. I never have any problems doing that for somebody, you know, as long as they're not picky, as long as they don't want me to take 900 photos. He seemed pretty happy with it. My wife had wandered off. I didn't even know where she was at this point in time. It was something like interactive bead designs. This was really the area where the kids were. They were making a loud noise. If not, I would have gotten on the fake buffalo and stuff that's right there, but you'll see them right there. And this is where you can like dress up in cowboy gear and take your photo on the fake buffalo and stuff like that. Those kids were all wearing everything and loving it all. And here's a bunch of the guns, and they got some cool guns in here. I'll tell you right now. Some of them were Buffalo Bills. Some of them are just like examples or ones that they used in the shows. This was kind of my main interest. I don't really care too much about the, other things like his saddle or something like that, but I am very interested in the guns and stuff. They're just kind of cool. There's a big saber. This whole case right here is full of bullets, and some of these bullets are crazy. Like, they are big, big bullets. I mean, look at those things. Some of them are really long. It lists all of them, and I mean, these are just some crazy amounts of bullets, and like the length on some of them, the powder charge and the size, they're pretty impressive, I must say. Those were definitely type of bullets that you would use to shoot a buffalo, I'm guessing. And there was a big long gun in one of the other cases, and that definitely was like a buffalo gun. Some of these other ones are more for, protecting yourself from Indians and things like that. And so, yeah, here we have some lever action guns and a lot of shotguns and so forth. And then here's some paintings. Here's a painting of Buffalo Bill. And then there's this hallway. This place is pretty cool. Even the layout, it's kind of underground, so it's kind of odd. This pistol was really neat in here. And then there was pictures of his headstone and so forth, and when he was buried. Like I said, a lot of guns are located in this museum, which is right. I mean, it is the Buffalo Bill Museum. If there wasn't any guns, something would be kind of wrong. And pretty sure pretty soon I find my wife here in a minute. But yeah, here's some of the commemorative plates and other things that they've sold over the years and so forth. And I guess it was a big deal back in the day that he was being buried in Lookout Mountain, Colorado, up near Golden. I think he died in 1925 or something like that, I'm pretty sure it said. I'm not really, honestly, don't quote me on that one. But I'd like to say it was a long time ago. I'm not sure. My wife asked me what he died from. I'm like, I think Buffalo Bill died of old age or, maybe alcohol consumption or something like that. But, he didn't die of, being killed by Indians or anything like that. I'm pretty sure he lived a pretty long life. And then here's Sitting Bull's headdress and so forth that they used in the show. It's pretty cool. The only time you see a headdress like that's usually on hipsters at a Bonnaroo or something like that. But, that's a proper Indian headdress. And then we have, posters and other memorabilia from the shows. Because, the Buffalo Bill Wild West show, whatever it was called, was, of course, a big deal back in the day. This is kind of neat. It's all pelts, different types of pelts in here. And there was a raccoon, and there was like a beaver, and there was even a coyote and stuff like that. And I was in here kind of feeling them up and playing with them. I don't know. I'm one of those people that if it's something I can touch or mess around with, I'm all about it when I'm in a museum. So I'll touch and play with everything in a museum. Because why not? You paid your $5. Get your money's worth. And here's where you can look up to see if Buffalo Bill and them visited your town. I am 100% sure they're not from the town I grew up. They never visited the town I grew up in, so I didn't feel like looking it up or anything. There was a cool, Buffalo Bill candy dish and stuff. These posters are really neat. It would be cool to have an old, Buffalo Bill poster if you found one. I mean, you can buy reproductions and stuff nowadays, but if you had some old original one or something from long ago, that'd be really cool. And there was a video that played there. I like this really big one, though. I mean, if I had that, I'd find a place in my house for it, or make a place in my house for it. So anyways, we're going to head out of the museum. You head up these steps. You came down that big ramp, and you just go from right here where the buffalo is, and you go up these stairs. And this buffalo's big old stuffed buffalo. He's decent size. He's not bad. You head up these stairs, and you're going to head right out. Now, I thought this stained glass window was really cool, and so that's why I had to shoot a little bit of it. And then we're up here. I'm waiting on my wife. There she is. That's right where you paid when you come in. And so we're going to head out. And you head out. His gravesite is actually at the top of the hill in a nice little area. It's past the gift shop and the cafe that they have here. And I'll show a little bit of the gift shop and stuff, because I am a person that loves gift shops at museums and stuff. I always buy a t-shirt, and I did buy a t-shirt. And I also love smashing the pennies, the little rolled pennies where you get like the design on them. I did that also. And so I got myself a penny and a t-shirt, which makes me happy. So yeah, his gravesite's located on top of the hill up here. So we're going to walk up here. And there was a good amount of people up here. So, you know, we're going to keep on going up here, and we're going to go to the gravesite. It ended up being a really nice day. It was overcast. It had started raining when we were heading up. We came off of I-70 up that way, up Lookout Mountain, which is a nice, easy drive up that way. Like I said earlier, when we leave, we're going to Golden, and so our plan was to go into Golden, and we took the mountain drive down, which is a very different drive, to say the least. My wife is not a fan of heights or tight turns on roads, and she hated every second of it and wanted to kill me for making her ride in the truck on that road. And the road's not unsafe by any means. It is a paved road with guardrails, everything like that. I mean, I've driven on many a sketchier mountain road. I've driven on one-lane bridges and roads that were completely crazy in New Zealand. So, you know, the Lookout Mountain Road was nothing to me, but to her, she did not like it whatsoever. But I do have that at the end of the video. I'll have the full drive back down, which is, if you're somebody that likes that. So here's his gravesite right here. And him and his wife are both buried here. And as you can see, some people leave coins and stuff. If you saw my Alfred Packer video with his gravesite, tons of people left tons of crazy things on his gravesite. There's just some coins and stuff basically here. They might even like sweep them off and stuff from time to time, where the Alfred Packer one is just sitting in the Littleton Cemetery. But anyways, yeah, so here's where Buffalo Bill Cody is buried, him and his wife. And it's a nice setup. It's a nice stone, everything. It's a beautiful location. I mean, it's literally on top of the mountain, and it's really cool up here. It's a cool place, and it, like I said, it's very inexpensive. You don't even have to pay to see the gravesite. You can just walk right into the you can just park in the parking lot and walk right up to the gravesite if you're not interested in paying $5. And I would definitely suggest it if you're in the Golden, Colorado, kind of Lakewood, Colorado area. Why not, you know, take a little excursion up here? It's kind of neat. The whole area is maintained by, I believe, Denver County Parks or something like that. So that's why you can walk around up here and everything like that, because I'm pretty sure it's a City of Denver County Park, just like Red Rocks and so forth. And the view up here is amazing. You are really on top of the mountain. It's really cool. And like I said, it was a beautiful day. So anyways, I'm going to head to the gift shop and maybe buy my t-shirt and get my penny rolled, and then we're going to head down the mountain. So here's the Pahaska Teepee gift shop, and they have a lot of stuff in here, and it's all reasonably priced. The t-shirts were $3 off, and the shirt I picked out, which just says Buffalo Bill Cody on it, it says Lookout Mountain, Colorado, it was like $14, and then with the $3 off, it was $11. You can't beat that as a tourist t-shirt. But as you can see, they have lots of things, lots of trinkets and stuff, and this is just one part of the store. The store continues on, and the cafe's on the other side, and so forth. But I just wanted to show a little bit of the gift shop here. As you see, it's a pretty big place, and they got a whole bunch of just stuff. You know, they always have those wacky things. So let's go to the drive. So here we are leaving Lookout Mountain, and when we came in from that right-hand side, like I said, off of I-70. And so we're gonna head this way into Golden, Colorado. And you'll see this is a long and windy road. I think it's a nice road, and the view is beautiful. You can't beat the view. There's some spots that you can pull off, and you can, you know, kind of climb around the mountain and so forth like that. Like I said, it's been a good 10 years since I've driven this road, so I didn't even remember it being this big or kind of epic of a road. But as you see, it's a fully paved road. It has a guardrail the whole way. So, you know, there's not a lot of fear of sliding off the mountain or anything like that. And like I said, my co-pilot, my wife, she's just not a fan of big windy roads or heights. And you're definitely way up here on the mountain. So here we are. We're just going to cruise on down. And so just sit back, enjoy the music, and watch the drive. And I'll tune in a little bit, but I'm going to just let the video play out. And I want to thank you for watching the video so far. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. Any comments are always welcome, as long as they're positive comments. And yeah, thank you for tuning into my channel. And hopefully you check out some of my other videos. And just sit back, relax, enjoy the drive down Lookout Mountain into Golden, Colorado.